What's good, everybody? As y'all can see from the thumbnail, we're playing against the number 89 team in the world. I went back and looked at it. I know they had, you look at the record, it says they're a little bit under 500. Once I went back and looked at it after this game, they were above 500. So, team that play a lot of games, which is why they are at the tier that they are. But with that being said, if you're anywhere in the top 100, whether it's Xbox or PlayStation, you're legit. Like, that means you play a lot of Proam. They probably don't play much rec at all. And you win at a very high rate. So, jumping into this game, I want to talk about trust, communication, system, strategy. This game is very big for a number of reasons. One, we're playing against the top 100 team, so you get a chance to test and see all the work that you've been putting in about where you're at. If you beat any team in the top 100, you can beat any team in the world. I don't care from number 1 to 100, there's not really much difference in skill. Most people try to think it is. No, it's not that much difference in skill. Those top 100 teams, they're playing in all the leagues you can think of, the OVN, the HOF, WR, MPBA, all those different leagues. Those top 100 teams are there. They're playing against all the teams, matching up against all these other teams. They use the regular matchmaking as a way to just build up their record, get some games in, prepare for series, things like that. So if you beat any team that says that they're a top 100 team, you're legit. In this game, I started off by putting Strap on the ball. Right, I had him in Jamaica playing the pick and roll, as we do pretty often. Normally it'd be a lock, whether it's Mel, Loco, D-Mac, Strap. I always have those guys playing the pick and roll. All right, the big key to this team has always been about my versatility. I create a very big guard who is skilled enough to guard guards, but big enough to guard centers. That's the way it's always worked. That's kind of my thing. So in playing this game, Strap started off there, and I want y'all to pay attention to the end of this quarter, started the second quarter. I asked Strap, I said, yo, I need you to go guard off ball. Now let's talk about it. Whenever you tell a lot that you're taking them off ball, most of them get pissed. I've been in a situation before where I've asked a teammate to do something that I felt was in the best interest of the team, and there's like, why are you doing that? Why are you telling me that? I'm not about to do that. That sounds stupid. And you get into a full-blown argument in the middle of a game about something I'm calling out. Now, with me, I'm never going to tell you how to play 2K. Whatever skill set that you had when you came to me, I either liked it or didn't like it. If I liked it and you got on the team, I'm not trying to change you. You know, whatever tendencies that you have that I liked was why you made the team in the first place. All I ask people to do is take whatever skill set that they have, put it within the team concept. I've done that with everybody, whatever skill set. When I met Goose could shoot, but he did a pretty good job of playing one-on-one and things like that. Well, defending one-on-one. He has to do a little bit better of sliding in the way, but for the most part, all I did was ask him to make a build. He made it, and all I did was give him a higher 3-ball. All the other stuff that he was doing before, he still does, and does it better. That's it. So, when I asked Strap to come off the ball, the reason why I did it is because we're going against a center that has a 99 offensive rebound. Now, my defensive rebounding is only 66. All right? So, and clearly I'm not as fast, or I don't have the defensive capabilities that Strap do. But at the same time, I'm somebody that's like I said, I'm very versatile. I play pick and roll 2v2 all the time. Me and RDH Hawk, me and Cincy play 2v2 all the time. I know what I'm doing. Even playing with Jamaica, if I didn't have a lock there, I would be the person guarding the pick and roll anyway. But the reason why I did it, it allows me to sit there, put my hands up, Me being 6'9", me and Jamaica are now able to switch it as opposed to just allowing him to get a free board. Plus, I can box out and I let Goose and Strap come down and get the boards. They both got 85 defensive rebounding. So that's why I told him, hey, I'm going to make this switch. And I'm thankful that he didn't fight me over it. He didn't get mad about it. It's very easy to kind of get into a mindset of, oh, he must think I'm fucking up or think I'm not capable of guarding this for me to take me off. No, it has nothing to do with that. Right? It's all about the team concept, what I feel like will help the team be better in the long run. You know, we was playing a game the other day, and I let Goose play the pick and roll as long as I could stand it because I wanted him to get the experience. And when it got in late game, I switched Strap to that role. And he had to adjust very late in game, but it was something that was going to help us secure the win. So everything I do is all about just trying to get the win. It's not personal. It never is. I don't want to change anybody. I'm not going to tell him how he should play defense. You know, only thing I would do, everything I would do to tell somebody how to do something, it's already been said in the video. It's already been incorporated into the team concept. When we're in game and we're playing, we're just playing. If you beat us, you beat us. But most of the time, you're probably going to lose to us because we're that good. So in this particular game, we had a very big mismatch. Their point guard was sitting in the back left corner as they played a 3-2 zone. That's the defense that this team is in. Obviously, they're playing pick and roll. Their center is just a fucking dog, man. Like, I don't know how many points he had. He probably had about 30 points. Clearly had like a double-double. He was snatching offensive rebound after offensive rebound. And this team flat out, like, bro, they don't quit. They shoot lights out the entire fucking time. Like, there was so many times where I was sitting there running at it, properly contesting. I didn't want to jump out because I didn't want to commit a foul. And they just shooting it right over me like I wasn't even there. Like, what's the purpose of that? Like, what am I doing with my life? But anyway, we had the advantage of being able to just send Savage on that back left corner. Now, here's another thing. Trust team concept. Anybody could cut from that back left corner. The point guard is always the easy target. Why put Savage there as opposed to putting anybody else? Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. When I put Savage in that back left corner and send him on that backdoor cut, he probably has the highest driving dunk out of anybody on the team, so it's more than likely when he cut and catch it, it's going to end in a dunk. 2, if Savage is in that back left corner, instead of telling him to cut, I can just throw him the ball and let him play one-on-one. Other than me, nobody else really has the ball handling ability to do so. Maybe if Mel was playing, but you work with who you got on the floor. Of course, I can throw the ball to Goose and he can shoot over him, but it just creates another option. Not to mention, if Savage attacks from that back left corner and somebody helps, typically it's going to be a wide open 3 at the top of the key. And that's going to be very important as you see another wide open top of the 3 key goes in. It's because they're playing a 3-2 zone. We're taking advantage of the defense that we're seeing. So knowing these things and knowing how the offense operates is very important. Personnel is very important. The team can easily be like, oh, why Savage got to get all the points? And it's not about that. It's never been about that. I don't care who score. I don't care who get the assist. You know, all I care is, are we doing the little things right? And is it leading us to come to a win? That's all I ever care about. Like, it's been plenty of games y'all see me, I'm not really scoring the ball till like the second half. And it's because I'm taking advantage of whatever the defense gives me. In this particular game, you're going against a very stout 3-2 zone. It makes no sense for me to come down and then try to attack 5 bodies every single time when they already gave me an outlet by letting me pick on the point guard any goddamn way. Makes sense? So, the biggest part of our team, I think the most important player on our team has been Jamaica. I don't know how the team's going to take this, but the most important player has been Jamaica. The best player has been Savage. The most consistent player has been Strap. The emerging star has been Goose. Goose been scoring like crazy, but we're going to talk about him in a little bit. But the best player has been Jamaica. Jamaica has been playing the pick and roll. He's been going against these 99 offensive rebound and 99 defensive rebounding centers. And he's been the secondary playmaker. In this particular game, playing that pick and roll is not easy. Why? Because the point guard can shoot so well and the center can slip so well. Every possession down, he has to choose between giving up a three or giving up a layup, which is what you want every single time down the court in basketball. You either want a wide open three or you want a wide open layup. You don't really want to take mid ranges. And because he has to float between guarding that point guard sometimes, he don't even have Clint's bronze, I think. I don't think he has a 75 perimeter defense. So he's literally working off of IQ. It's nothing more than that. Every single game we go against the pick and roll, he's working off of IQ. If teams want to run 5 out, he's crashing the boards. He does a great job of kicking it to me and letting me run the offense, even if it's taking away the assist he could have had, or just kicking it ahead to Savage or Strap, whoever's on the break, to get a wide open bucket. But the big thing about it is, in that pick and roll, he was telling us, hey, this guy has a 99 offensive rebound, stay home. So right there, that lets us know we can't break out as much as we normally would, because it's a good chance that if he has to step up and they take a bad shot, bro's going to get the rebound. And that communication, that level of intelligence has been everything. And he does that game in and game out. The secondary playmaking ability. I trust him to dot people just as much as me, which allows the team to even have more turnovers if needed. So that's very important. Now, in this particular game, I want to highlight Goose. So Goose has been on a tear. He's been dropping 30, 40, 50, 60 points in Team Proam. Like, of course he's done it in the rec, but he's scoring these numbers in Team Proam, which is huge. And the thing about that, when your confidence is that high, it can kind of get you when you have an all game. I know not too long ago, we was playing, and I wouldn't necessarily say we was playing bad. We just missed a lot of shots that we would normally make. We end up losing the game. And it's very easy to get caught up in that and be like, oh, maybe I'm shooting too much. Maybe I'm trying to do too much. And sometimes when you're on a hot streak like that, you can't have a game where you shoot your team out the game. It happens. It's basketball. Right? If I've been scoring 30, 40, 50, 60 points, you can't get mad at me when I have a game where I might only score 12 points, but I still was trying to score at the rate that I've been scoring. I've been hot. And one thing I never want to do with any of my teammates, I never want to kill their confidence. Because sometimes you're going to have shots and moments where you're going to be the guy to step up and knock it down, or you're going to be the guy to miss. But we're trusting you in that situation regardless. So in this particular game, down the stretch, it's going to be some couple opportunities, and we'll talk about it when we get there. But no, Goose is going to have a chance to either make or miss the shot, and that's what I live with. I know for a couple of games, him and Strap, those are the guys I'm looking to for game winners, because they're always ready, they're always confident. And I mean, sometimes I'm even making a bad play and I'm just throwing them the ball, but they shoot the ball with confidence, and we live with whatever they miss or make. That's a beautiful thing about the team. So, one thing I want to talk about before we get into the fourth quarter is, since the team has looked so good in the past week and a half, I plan on playing against my other counterpart, the Bankhead Bullies, but they're still team lethal at the end of the day, playing against my co-captain, RDH Hall. I plan to play a 7-game series. I don't know what's going to happen. It'll be very interesting. I know how they play the score with the post-up with him and Cincy. They know pretty much how we play, because we're all the same team, you know, so we all run the same system. But it should be a good run, good bump, good chance for everybody to communicate. Like we can even do the series where we're all in the party. It won't matter. You know, but nah, we'll match up against them and hopefully we can come out victorious. If they do, I'm still proud. Like either way, it's a win. It's just fun to get out there and compete against your friends every once in a while. But the bragging rights, best believe they're going to be on. So coming down to the end of the third quarter, I ain't gonna lie, we milked Savage for as much as we could the entire game. I could like a lot of times when you start picking on the point guard like that, they try to hide the point guard in different spots. That's what most people do, but like I said, they're a top team. They stay consistent defensively. So the 3-2 zone they was playing, all they were going to do was eventually start crashing down and try to help him not get beat as much. And every once in a while, like I said, they're a good team. They was going to make a good play. If we missed, they got on the break, shot threes, shot right over us. As you can see, they got a 5-point lead. You know, they did what they were supposed to do. So, towards the end of the best way I can put this, going into the fourth quarter, the game plan was fairly simple. As you see by this point, I had already switched strap back to defending the pick and roll. I'm no longer doing it. And we switched to a 2-3 zone. I think, yes, we could have probably played this earlier in the game, but our identity is man-to-man. That's always been our identity. When we switch the zone like that, it's very subtle. A lot of times I can catch it early. If I can't catch it early, one of my teammates will catch it and we'll switch and do that. But we went to a 2-3 zone. That's the zone most everybody play. Of course, we play it a little bit differently, but you know, instead of one person having the responsibility of trying to guard shit, you just spread that amongst everybody. So now, instead of Strap being the only person guarding the ball, what it did was, by switching to a 2-3 zone, it helped Jamaica stay more in rebounding position. And that's one thing I have to look at. Typically, if our pick and roll defense is really good, it won't matter. But that's one thing I do have to keep in mind as I continually try to develop, like, if we run these other concepts, certain things will be open. So right there, you see me kicking it to Savage. And then you send somebody through, you roll back, you get this wide open 3 up top. That's beating the rotation in the 2-3 zone. Whether I do it, whether Savage do it, doesn't matter. It creates the same open opportunity. And that's going to be big down the stretch. As you can see, the center's constantly snatching every offensive rebound. We're starting to get a little bit of momentum finally. And we're not changing the offense for anything, right? Every play we come down, I'm kicking to the Savage on that backdoor cut, sending him or getting it to him in that left corner. He's attacking the point guard all game. And I've been able to rack up 20 assists. This is team design. Like, most teams, they try to stop the point guard from scoring. I've developed a way to where that's fine. I don't have to score any goddamn way. But if I am scoring, that means it's going to be twice as hard to try to stop anybody else. So here's the play I'm talking about. I'm going to kick it to here. Goose is going to get a wide open 3. He missed it. So instead of like being mad or bitter or frustrated, you know what everybody says? Great shot, Goose. Shoot it again. So it even got to the point where I was telling everybody, hey, we get the ball, I'm telling everybody, same play. We doing the same thing again. You kick it to Savage, and this time when he runs through, he gets a wide open bucket. Why? Because we're taking advantage of the zone that they're in. It doesn't matter whether we miss that shot at the top of the key or not. The next person got to be ready to take that same shot. So for Goose, hey, I don't care. You're going to get another wide open opportunity again. And if you miss that, guess what? You're going to get another one again. Keep shooting that bitch. We got you either way. So same thing. Right there, great defensive play by them. And I ain't gonna lie, it was very hard. Even though we're playing 2-3 zone, it's very hard to try to guard this pick and roll. Point guard maneuvers, he can get to the mid-range, but Hey, we was able to get a few more rebounds, a few more stops. And right here, I'm saying the same thing. Look how everybody motions so we can get Savage in the back left corner. That's a beautiful thing. Like I said, anybody can cut on the point guard. So right there, they try to put the point guard up top. You send them, bring them back out, make the point guard guard Savage. Anybody can make that cut. But the fact that people understand the time, the situation, the score, understanding the moment, who we're playing against, the top 100 team, we went with our best option and nobody had an ego about it. It's a beautiful thing. Goose was coming down, snatching boards. And here's what I said. This is why I say it's important to keep confident. Because now I seen him on the cut. Goose is wide open. Yeah, the same shot he just missed, he got the same opportunity again, and he stayed ready for the moment. And that gave us enough of a cushion to where we can make a mistake down the stretch. Not saying we're trying to, but that's what you always want to do. You want to build up enough of a lead to where you have room in case you do make a mistake. And I'm going to talk about that as it's coming up, man. Like, it happens. It's basketball. But right here, big bucket by Goose. I actually called timeout on that play because he didn't go up on the point guard right away. But 2K didn't register. We got a bucket. Those are two very big buckets by Goose. As you see them come down, knock down a three. We had a 1-point lead. So, obviously, in this situation, it's all about ball control, ball movement. Right here, they make a mistake. I'm able to hit Strat for a wide open deuce. We up 3. Those buckets created the cushion. Obviously, this team is not going to give up. Jamaica steps up, takes away the 3 ball. And right here, it's just good defense. It's going to be an illegal screen, which is great for us because y'all saw that ball go in. And now it's the foul game. So at this point in time, I'm going to throw the ball to Jamaica. Here's the mistake. He has Goose wide open in the corner. He has Savage for a cut. Why the fuck would he throw the ball to the back right corner? Dude sitting there, y'all can go watch it back. If dude sits there and steals the ball, they come down, knock down the 3. It's a tie ball game. But that's why I said those buckets were important, because that mistake, although it could have been costly, wouldn't have necessarily lost us the game. Right? So they came down, knocked down the 3. Cool. Playing the foul game. I have to knock down free throws. Helps me get to 10 points. Helps me secure a double-double. But like I said, this team is tough. Very tough. They come down, run a rap, they get a shot. Missed it, they get the offensive rebound. He shoots right over me. Thankfully, they're out of time, but great win by everybody. This is against a top 100 opponent. So now that we beat them, we've proven we can beat anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. It's just about trust, communication, system. Understanding time and score, understand the moment. But anyway, I hope y'all been enjoying my content. I've been putting out some great content. Subscribe, like, comment, but really like the video. I need one more subscriber to hit 60. I appreciate all the love and support. It's been lethal. Love.